The Arkham games have had so many different things happen in them, and this leads to fans coming up with their own theories. Some of these theories are completely crazy, while others seem like they could possibly be true. I know I have thought of some of my own theories before. Every single Arkham game has details in it that go unanswered, and that makes us fans curious and use our imagination to come up with conclusions. Today's video is 10 Batman Arkham theories that you never saw coming. The first theory is that Clayface is the Arkham Knight. We already know in Arkham City, Clayface pretended to be Joker, so he could possibly be doing the same thing as the Arkham Knight and be pretending that Jason Todd is the Arkham Knight. He could be doing this to take advantage of Batman by trying to control his emotions and hide the Arkham Knight's real identity, to make it even more difficult for Batman to deal with the Arkham Knight and to be able to cause even more problems for Batman. He could even just be doing this out of pure evil. I'm sure Clayface could just be doing this for the fun of it and enjoy seeing Batman upset or suffer. He would probably find it amusing. Also, he probably wants revenge against Batman for what happened at the end of Arkham City, and keeping his identity secret as the Arkham Knight and making Batman think the Arkham Knight is Jason Todd might be satisfying for him to do to Batman. Clayface might also be doing this because he's working for Scarecrow, and he's being used by Scarecrow in a similar way that Joker used him. Or this could have all been planned by Joker, and Clayface was already planned to do this by Joker in Arkham City. I think this is a very interesting theory, and it would be a really cool plot twist if Clayface was really the Arkham Knight the whole time, and he was just tricking Batman as a way to get revenge. Clayface is a great villain, and it would be great to see more of him, and also see him used in such a great way. Many Arkham fans would find this shocking and unexpected, and this being the case could affect so much of what happened in Arkham Knight and what Batman thinks he knows and has decided. I really like this theory. I find it fascinating and doable. This theory is that originally Arkham Knight, or the third Batman Arkham game, was supposed to be Damian Wayne becoming Batman and Joker's child as the main villain. We know that there's many rumors that Damian Wayne was supposed to be getting his own Arkham game, and Harley Quinn being pregnant was hinted at in Arkham City, but this ended up leading to nothing, almost like they decided to drop the idea. I would have loved to see this as an Arkham game. It would be great to finally see Damian Wayne make an appearance in the Arkham universe and get to see Joker's child. This could have the potential to be a great game. It's a really good idea, and it seems like it would be cool and interesting. I'm a big fan of Damian Wayne, and I find the Easter egg of Harley Quinn being pregnant in Arkham City interesting. Seeing Damian be the next Batman and Joker's child taking the Joker's spot feels fascinating and intriguing. It could probably have a great storyline and give us some new great characters. I would love to see the Arkham version of Damian Wayne, how he would be portrayed. It seems like this theory could have definitely been an original idea for the third Arkham game. This would take the Arkham games possibly in a different direction, and we could possibly even see characters from the Justice League make appearances in a game like this. I'd definitely be interested in a game like this, based on this theory. The next theory is that Jason Todd is trying to be Batman. We already know, as the Arkham Knight, Jason Todd is trying to end Batman's life. And he has his own bat symbol that you can find all over Gotham. And it seems like he really wants Batman gone. And a great explanation for this could possibly be because he wants to be the next Batman. He knows the reputation that Batman has and how Batman is seen as so powerful. He probably wants to be Gotham's main protector. And since he's mad at Batman, it can be a great way to get revenge at the same time. His red bat logo makes it feel like the possibility of this theory being true is more likely. It's always brought up who could be the next Batman by fans, and Jason Todd seems like a great option. It could be interesting and give us a really cool game, or even just a game where Red Hood is trying to become Batman. Could be great. He seems so eager not to forgive Batman or Bruce, and him wanting to be the next Batman could be the reason for this. I think if somebody had to become the next Batman, Red Hood would definitely be a good option since he knows so much about Batman and is a highly skilled martial artist himself and also intelligent. Overall, I think this is a really good theory. The next theory is that Superman is just starting his career in Gotham. Superman has his own Easter egg in Arkham Knight, and clearly Rocksteady has plans probably to have him in the universe used, since they used him in Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. He could be replacing Batman after what happened in Arkham Knight. I would love to see Superman in a sequel to Arkham Knight. I'm not sure how likely I find Superman to work with Batman or replace Batman in a future game, but I definitely think he exists in the Arkham universe, and we definitely could see him in a future game. I think there's a good chance Superman was just starting his career during Arkham Knight. I'm sure there's bigger threats to come in future Arkham games, and Superman will be needed, if not the entire Justice League. So the chances of Superman being in a future game seem likely. Of course, we could just get another Batman game without Superman or any of the Justice League, but I definitely think there's a chance. This theory seems likely in some ways, while pretty unlikely in others. I think it's a pretty interesting theory, and like seeing Superman being talked about being in the Arkham universe, and really want to see Superman in a future Arkham game. It would be really cool to be able to play as Superman, see how he's portrayed, and how he would be used in the story. The next theory is Joker wanted Batman to fail saving him at the end of Arkham City. Joker knows how guilty it would make Batman feel to fail to save a life. You can see the Joker that appears talking to Batman in Arkham Knight tells Batman about how he failed to save him, and it clearly gets to Batman. I believe there's a good chance this theory might actually be real. We saw in Arkham Origins, Joker did not seem afraid to fall off a building, and it looked like he was probably gonna have his life end there, but of course Batman saved him. Joker knows how much it means to Batman to not let someone's life end, especially when it's possible that he could have done something about it to prevent Joker from passing away. Joker might have also thought that now Batman will have to live for the rest of his life knowing he did not save the Joker. I think the way they used Joker in Arkham Knight showed how what happened at the end of Arkham City to the Joker really did affect Batman. It seems like it bothers Batman. I think this is a good theory, and it seems like there's definitely a good possibility that it's true. The next theory is that Batman is a patient at Arkham Asylum. So Alfred is trying to help Batman, so takes him to Arkham Asylum, where Dr. Jonathan Crane tries various different things to try to snap Batman back into reality, but it doesn't work. And the Riddler is Batman's therapist. All of these characters and villains are only in Batman's mind, and he's gone completely crazy. That would mean, in Arkham Asylum, we're playing as Batman, going through what he is just seeing and thinking, and playing through his insanity. This is a really cool theory that definitely seems like it could be possible, but I don't think that's the case here. But if it was revealed to be true, that would change everything that has happened. That would mean none of the things that had happened were reality. This is a very unique and crazy theory. Alfred would also come to visit Bruce to try to get through, but it never worked. So if all of this was to be true, or we got to see this in the game or a future game, it would be shocking, but at the same time, an amazing plot twist. This has got to be one of the best Batman Arkham theories, and I would say one of the most popular. The fact that it's just all in Bruce's mind and he's gone completely crazy, and the whole time he's just some patient at the asylum, would be so unexpected, but also make me think that that means Batman doesn't even exist either. It would show that Bruce has a crazy imagination. This theory is that Black Mask did not lose his life in the Arkham Knight DLC. So Red Hood pretty much kicked him out a window, and it looked like he must have lost his life from it. Black Mask is known to have other people wear his mask for him and pretend to be him. And there's a really good chance this wasn't really him, but just somebody else wearing his mask. And also, Red Hood made him beg for his life. And this theory also suggests that he would not beg for his life, as we see in Arkham Origins. Even when he was tied up, he did not beg for his life. I'm not sure how likely this theory is, but I feel like it's possible. It would be cool if he was actually still alive. The next theory is that Batman lied and would not have gave Joker the antidote. Batman told Joker he would have, but he only said this to trick Joker and make it look like Joker didn't beat him mentally or control Batman to make him choose to let Joker's life end. I think this is a very interesting and unique theory, because you would expect that Batman would have saved Joker. He said he would, and morally, it seems like Batman would want to do it and would probably not want to win the way he did on purpose if he could give Joker the antidote. But maybe, just maybe, Batman decided he finally wants Joker gone, and he doesn't want to have to deal with him anymore or worry about him. And this was just the perfect time to take advantage of the situation and just trick Joker, finally stopping the Joker from causing any more problems or chaos. Batman is very intelligent, so it's possible he could have came to the conclusion that this was his best chance to finally have the Joker gone. He probably also did not want to give Joker any satisfaction, so kept up the act. I think this is a really cool theory, but I think it's probably not true. The next theory is that Batman was not infected with Joker's blood by Arkham Knight. So pretty much the whole time during Arkham Knight, it was just side effects from Scarecrow's fear toxin that he was experiencing. And it was mixed up with him being infected with Joker's blood. But in reality, he was unaware that Scarecrow's fear toxin was just making him think that, and was the real thing controlling him and putting him in this confusing, difficult, and nightmare-like situation. And even maybe all those other people that were infected with Joker's blood were not. And Batman was only seeing it that way since he was infected with Scarecrow's fear toxin. Almost like Batman's whole reality was just being controlled by the fear toxin, making him think something else was the problem when it was just Scarecrow the whole time. Scarecrow is very smart and sneaky, so he could definitely possibly pull this off. The only part that would make it unlikely is that what about the Bat family members like Tim Drake? He saw the other Jokers as well. And it is possible Batman could have been seeing him experiencing the moment as he was, but maybe there's a different reason for this, if this theory is true. I think this is a pretty interesting and creative theory, and I find it crazy. The next theory is that Joker is still alive. So one possibility for this is that when Clayface's body fell into the Lazarus pit, he came back to life and then posed as a sick, soon to lose his life Joker, which definitely seems possible. I mean, he pretended to be Joker before, or Joker somehow could have took some of the antidote from Batman and used it. So it's definitely possible Joker could still be alive. Obviously, there's no amazing examples that make it seem too likely, but I'm sure Rocksteady would want to bring him back, possibly. So there might be a way that he actually either survived or possibly he could have came back to life if Joker's life really did end there at the end of Arkham City, possibly using the Lazarus pit himself. This is actually a theory that I've thought of myself before. I mean, of course I've seen other Arkham fans have this theory, but this was probably one of the first theories I ever thought of. What if Joker is still alive or never lost his life in Arkham City? Overall, I find it a very interesting and intriguing theory. Let me know some of your favorite Arkham theories in the comments, but also some of your own. Remember to subscribe and turn on notifications. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in another Cosmic Chaos video. Bye!